Hey everybody, this is Michelle with Creative Operation. I am back and I wanted to share with you another smashed paper collection that I'm doing for hashtag paperstashsmash. This paper collection that I chose was Cartabella's School Days, and I had so much fun with this. I love this collection. I did receive it in a mystery box from Country Craft Creations, and really had fun making projects with it. So I'm going to actually start off by showing you the main project that I made with it. This is something that I had wanted to make for a long time. I had seen this. It was done back in 2020, and I am going to just mess her name up really bad, her last name, but her first name is Oksana, and she did this tutorial called a rotating mini album, and it is adorable. Let me make sure you guys can see this because this is so cute. I'm gonna try and zoom out just a little bit. You're gonna see my ugly desk. Don't look at my ugly desk. There you go. Okay, so slide everything over. Okay, so this is super cute. So it is quite large. Let me turn it to its side and show you. So it has this really nice base, and it just has this simple rotating mechanism that makes all these pages, and you have lots of room for photos. So I'm just kind of trying to turn it so you can see on its side here. Okay, and when you get done with it, then you're going to have a photo album that you can turn, and you have photo opportunities on all of the pages, and you can flip it. You can turn it like this. Isn't this cute? So I'll start here with the Apple page here, and we'll just kind of go through. So I just covered everything with pattern paper. I used some chipboard stickers here. This paper here was from the collection, so I cut little mini photo frames that you could put in here. So those are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and yeah. So we'll go to the next page here. Is this not cute or what? Again, chipboard stickers here and here. Kept it kind of simple. You can decorate this as much as you want because there is quite a lot of space in between the pages. There's like 3/4 of an inch. So it worked out really good. Isn't this cute? I just love this so much. I have been wanting to make this for so long, and it was actually very, very easy to do. She does a great job on the tutorial. I did have to convert things from centimeters to inches, so I did do that, and I will actually write those down in the description here so you can have those if you want to use inches. I'm not at this point in time planning on doing a tutorial on this, but I will give you my measurements so that you could recreate it yourself, okay? Because I did it basically exactly how she did it. I'll tell you a couple different things that I did, but basically I did it exactly the same, but in the construction. So isn't that cute? It's just absolutely adorable. There are 8 pages, so you have room for 16 photos, and it's just amazing. I just love it. And if you wanted to, you could actually, you know, put in more pages if you want, because this is quite wide, or you can leave it quite wide and then add a little bit more dimension. But isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? And you just turn it. So the one, there's one thing that I did, well, 2 things that I did do different. I did use a paper punch here. So I had a 2 1/4 inch punch that I punched the hole in this piece to put the spool through. And then I used that piece, I just turned it over, because if you notice, I don't know if you can see it, in the inside here is the plaid, and then the outside is the red alphabet. So I just used that piece, I turned it over and glued it to the end of the rotating mechanism, okay? And that's all I did with that. Now this theoretically will come right through. If you need to take it out for whatever reason, that's fine. But there's that, okay? That was pretty much the only thing I did different. I believe she used a die on this, and then she did a different way of closing the tube. But I found this to be really easy, so I just put glue around the edges of the cylinder here, and then put the pieces on, glued it down, and then I added a lot of extra glue around the seam just to make sure that it didn't come undone. But that way I didn't kind of waste those pieces that I cut out. So I did that. But that's basically what I did different for that. So it's just really super cute. I love how it turned out. It's really fun. I will have the measurements in inches down below, so you can go check out her tutorial, and if you want to use inches in measurements, you can do it with that, okay? But again, I did use a 2 1/4 inch punch to punch that out. When I was done with the rotating project, I did a 2-sheet pamphlet wonder variation. So this is one of my tutorials that I just did, and I'm going to put this off to the side and I'll show you. So I do have a tutorial for this that I did. This one here has a magnetic closure with a reinforced gusset here that is really fun and easy to do. So this was the first one I did, and then I did the tutorial making this one, and I show you how you can change it and use a ribbon closure. So this one turned out really pretty too. They're gorgeous, love them. They're made with 2 sheets of 12 by 12, which create 4 strips. And out of those 4 strips, when you fold them, you get 8 pages. Now on this one, because I was working with scraps, I didn't have enough to make all 4 of the pieces because I was using scraps that I had left over. These are actually smaller. These were only 5 3/4 inch tall, which is fine. These here are 6, so I only missed 1/4 inch. And then because I only had 3 strips of 12 by 12 paper left over that I could use for this, so instead of having a book that has a front page that's 4 1/4, and then the back page here is 7 3/4, because I was missing 1 strip of paper, I omitted that first page. So I started basically, show you here, I started basically with this page, okay? So I just ignored this page. So because I only had 3 strips, okay? So I started with this. So that's where this one comes into play, okay? So I kind of did not do the front part, or the first page that creates the covers, basically. That's using my words, right? Oh my God, I am just a mess today. Okay, so instead of that, I just went to the next page. Okay, so page 2 became the cover. And on this one, I just created a belly band to go around it. And what I did was I measured the full length of this, which ended up being 7 1/4, because again, I was missing 1 of those sheets of paper. And I did the belly band, so it measured 7 3/8, which is 1/8 inch bigger than the book. So it slides off and on really nice, but it also still gives you a little room to add those pictures, okay? So I decorated the front with a little scrap of paper, and then a cut apart that I put on here and decorated with. And then the back looks like that. I did fussy cut this out of a scrap of paper because I just liked it. And so I thought that would be kind of cute on the back. And then this opens up, you know, you just slide it off, and then you have your book. So on the front here, I decorated with a 4x6 cut apart, and then open it up, and then I just used scraps, and I just kind of did some different stuff because I was trying to use what I had. So this piece here becomes a photo mat. This is actually part of the what you call it, the cover paper, because I just fussy cut that out. I really liked it, and I just thought, you know, I'm going to cut that out and I put it on a piece of the scrap and make it into an embellishment. Here is a piece of paper that I just cut and made it into a pocket. I put this "School is Cool" on there that I fussy cut out, and then I added these little ephemera pieces into the pocket here. Then here, another piece of the pattern paper became a photo mat, and then here's one of the little cut aparts. Here is a piece of the paper that was like a bunch of different worksheet kind of things. So I made that into a pocket and then added the cut aparts. And these cut aparts were cool because they're double-sided, which I thought was kind of cool. So I added those into that pocket. And then here, another pocket. There's a lot of pockets in here, but there's a lot of journaling space. There's a lot of places to put photos. So it's just another kind of variation of this book you can, you know, do. This cut apart was kind of fun. And here I did a glued belly band, and then I just decorated it with one of the cut aparts there. Here's another pocket, and again, the fun cut aparts. I just loved them. They're super cute, right? You can do journaling, put photos on there. Here, big photo mat, and then this was fussy cut out of one of the papers. So, and I even fussy cut out the crayons there. So you can put a big photo there. Here's another photo mat. This was fussy cut out of one of the cut aparts. I just really like the books. So I fussy cut those out. And then here I did another pocket on the back and then added again more cut aparts. So that's how I kind of used that up. That is the variation. So again, I just omitted that one first page from my tutorial that created the original, you know, shorter front cover that ended up making the back cover as well. I hope that makes sense. So that's what I did with that. This is what I have left out of that collection. I have one chipboard piece, and then this is all the pattern paper strips that I have left. So not too much. So I'm going to consider this busted, but I do love how this came out, and I think you will too. This is super fun. This thing, I've been wanting to make this for a long time, and it's just amazing. So I hope you like it. Let me know what you think, and go check out her tutorial. I think you'll really like it. And check out, I'll put the measurements in inch terms so that you can use my measurements if you would like to. Okay. All right. So thanks for watching. Again, this is for #PaperStashsmash, and I will see you again soon with more fun things and great shares and tutorials and all kinds of stuff. So stay crafty, have fun, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.